By now, I'm an empowered empath. For me, that's a big achievement. For most of my life, I've been a struggling, messed up kind of empath. My name is Darren. Did I mention that? Anyhow, what helped me most to find my way? It began when I answered today's hardest question for any empath. Even figuring out this question in the first place wasn't easy for me, but eventually I did figure it out. And then I answered that question. By telling my story, maybe I can save you some time and overwhelm. Maybe I can make things easier for you. Here's my story. After I heard people talking about empaths, I wondered if I could be one. So I started searching online. Speaking of overwhelm, a lot of empath experts talk about how a lot of empaths feel overwhelmed. Let me tell you when I really started to feel overwhelmed. That happened when I saw all the products there for empaths. For instance, did you know how many books for empaths are sold at Amazon these days? 5,000. That's right, 5,000 books. I started asking random questions too. What do I get if I study with this empath expert? Every one of these experts is offering something for me to buy. Obviously, I could get a lot of product, but then talk about overwhelm. So I regrouped and asked, who charges less? I'm not proud that I care about money, but let's be honest, of course I do. That question led me to free groups and support groups. Hey, I don't want to sound judgy, but I found a ton of conversations from people who sounded way more messed up than me. Finally, I regrouped and asked question 3. How does an empath expert define being an empath? You see, I thought garbage in, garbage out. If I'm lucky, I'll find an expert who's making sense right from the get-go. Asking that question led me on a fascinating journey. Soon, I found help that really worked for me because I eventually looked up empath expert Rosetree. I found her on Google, and there the light bulb went off. For one thing, she has 30,000 pages in Google about her. And one of those cool panels, you know, the ones that celebrities have? Well, along the way, I found that Rosetree has a trademark for empath empowerment. So I looked that up. She got that trademark in 2008. No one else trademarked anything for empaths until 2014. Since then, loads of followers have jumped on the bandwagon. Rosetree definitely got there first. But what really impressed me was how she got there. Beginning with, you guessed it, how Rosetree answered that question. What is an empath? And what impressed me even more? Well, I'll tell you that story next. You might want to just check this website out, whatisanempath.com. I learned a lot from there. Have a great day.